All right.
Okay, I have it. We are live, but I need to share it, even though I started with, I had to mute it because my children were hollering, literally. But if there's any other leaders out there, they know all too well they're working from home now because I've recognized a number of leaders now after Friday, they're working from home.
Yes. Yes. And having, it just is well, my daughter's
Oh,
at school.
yeah.
She has semester exams. She'll get out early though. So she gets
Okay.
out about
Yeah.
4:15.
Awesome. Okay. I am. Here, all my clacks trying to share to different places.
Okay.
I wonder. Okay, I'm trying to share it all I can before we start. We have to get this algorithm. We can use, we may need to use Chat GPT for something or Gemini or some AI tool to help us ensure that this information
She
is
gets out.
getting. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna I have a few ideas.
Awesome. Okay. All right. I think I'll try to share it to as many people as I can. One of the things that, I'm sure that you heard and you share, I hear, share, and do is that when you are launching anything, starting, that you always have to keep going in consistency. I think I've heard that from so many mentors. And so I am so excited that we are here again for part four.
Or yes.
Yes, part four of Everyday AI. And if this will be your first time hearing us or joining us or catching the replay, I will introduce myself and allow my great sister here to do the same. I am Shanquetta Cunningham, a CEO of Cares Group Consulting, where it's our mission to empower nonprofit organizations and mission-based organizations with resources, tools, and delivery expertise in order to support and enhance their communities. But you enhance your community by first enhancing your own efficiency. And so, nonprofit does not mean no profit. And my core and my absolute joy is to share information that organizations can break down and put into action to improve their own internal efficiencies. And so I get to do that and call it work under Cares Group Consulting. And so I'll allow my amazing tech sister here. I've deemed us the innovation nonprofit duo where tech and we're gonna have to get us, some
We have
alliterations going on and
yes,
a
we do. We do.
slogan. I like
Yes.
alliteration, but if we just say nonprofit and tech collide or meet,
Collide, meet, collision. I don't know. Like we can do it. We can do
yes.
it. We can do it.
Okay. All right, great lady. Tell us about yourself.
Hi everyone. My name is Katina White. I am a true STEM educator. I'm the founder of Culture Reboot, where we connect culture with tech, science, engineering, math, particularly in K-12 spaces, but also for organizations, just to be able to connect real world needs and combining it with tech and incorporating culture into that. And so I'm happy to be here and collaborating with my dear sis. On episode 4, we are remaining consistent. I'm super proud of her and super proud of myself for actually
Absolutely.
for absolutely keeping the consistency. So super excited about what we're gonna do today, and let's go.
Yes, indeed. And if you are watching today, or again, we'll be catching the replay, we encourage you to go and watch episodes 1 through 3. We'll also be able to share the links. I'll be sure to put the links to those under this episode as well, and under our live today. I'm already saying episode. We're going to have us on a podcast or something. Like, I don't know
Absolutely,
what it is, but I am just happy that currently, and I know that there are a number of workshops and different things going on in various places, but I can say that what Katina and I are passionate about is empowering individuals and entities and corporations with information that they can easily implement. And I think that's the key because we know that we are inundated with tutorials and workshops and sessions and exposure to information is one thing, but being able to implement is another.
absolutely.
So we're not going to have to worry about that today, though, because I'm excited. We are going to have a hands-on demonstration, and I'm excited because if you are a nonprofit leader and if you're in business, you are familiar with Google Forms or some type of apparatus that you're using to have sign in for your events or your after school programs, or you're trying to generate volunteers and you have to create forms and you want to have a consistent way. And we've been doing that. And so we're going ahead and thinking of our questions and inputting the information. But today we are going to experience in the demonstration of an expedited way to do all of that. So I'm just going to stop talking right now and hand it over to Miss Katina here, who's going to show us in our everyday AI session for part 4 today of how to use Google Gemini to generate Google Forms for events, survey, reporting, all of that great stuff. So, Miss Katina, take it away.
Okay, everyone, I'm super excited about sharing this tool of a way in which you can create Google Forms in probably less than a minute. And um, why I'm excited, when I first found out about this and when I discovered that I could do it, because I've been trying it for maybe probably 4 or 5 months at the beginning of this year, and I realized that we were able to have access to it. I think this had to be around October, and I screamed, and my daughter thought that something had happened. But I was so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, now I can use Gemini with the Google Forms and things like that. So I'm super excited to share this tool with you. It's simple, it's easy. It's not much, okay? So I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay. You should see me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So most of the time, if you have a Gmail, I'm gonna pull up my Gmail account for uh because I'm in Google Forms. So if you'll look, you have what we call a waffle board. Here's the waffle board. If you click the waffle board, you'll see something that says, and you'll see all these things to the right. These are tools that we have access to with our Gmail account. And I can go into detail maybe on our next session on Google Workspace and even further how you get
Mm.
access to with Gemini using that. But you can go right here and then you hear this is where it says forms. So here's what's awesome. So I click on forms, no forms yet. Um, Let me go in my other one. Okay. So on here, I click on forms and look, Gemini brings up already. It says, "Hello, Katina. Let's start creating." So it asks me to create what type of form I want. So on here, I'm gonna do one because I have to create a Google form for a Kwanzaa event. We're doing an economic fair where we have vendors signing up. So I'm gonna say I okay. And
I need a form for business vendors to sign up for.
uh-huh.
Okay. For Kwanzaa. Okay.
Yep. And so I just put that in. Right now, I could actually say I need first and last names. I need type of business. Just that's what I'm going to start with, right? So, and then I just click create and look, there it is.
You didn't put the information in of the business categories,
No.
right?
Uh-uh.
You didn't ask them to provide a brief description of their business offerings.
No.
Okay.
And if I wanted to try again, right? So I like this form, but maybe I don't like the way it absolutely looks, right? So I can try again. And then it'll give me another version. And then
Wow.
I can click create form and it's click. And then it has suggest questions if I wanted to add additional questions to it.
Okay.
um
Okay.
and
So,
it can give me suggestions on things that I might want to add. What is the primary uh and then it can insert three suggestions as well.
okay. All righty. So, for my chat GPT friends like myself, I know that you can input that same question, right? And it will generate that on chat GPT and you can copy, that the information to your form.
Absolutely.
But Google Gemini, and of course, since it's a Google form, they have created AI inside the form itself so where you can eliminate that copy and paste and simply say, hey, I need to create a vendor form for this event. And, may have, you just had one sentence,
I
correct?
just had one sentence. And it could have been even more elaborate. I've created one
Right.
where I said I want them to be able to upload a resume And so
Mm.
it changed because you know when you in the form, it asks you what type of questions. I didn't have to do that. So
Okay.
all of that,
Okay.
all of that, and like usually when you put it in ChatGPT, it'll give you the names that you need to put in each of the field, not the name, but the field questions. It's like you can, this is a question, this is a question, and you still have to create the Google form. So you have another step. Whereas with Google Gemini, all I have to do is pull up forms, type in what I need, and it'll create it automatically for me.
Okay.
And
Now,
that was less than 1 minute.
it was. I mean, absolutely. So, what we also encourage, right? Oh, if you could go back to your form,
Okay.
do you mind going back to your form?
Uh-uh.
Because what we see often is maybe a blanket read. Like, what would be some suggestions on how you would enhance the form? Like, what would be your review process? Would you go look through, okay, let me ensure that the business offerings, like the category
Yep.
type of business
The
products offered,
category type of business.
okay?
I would go in. So I like this, but it's not necessarily what I need for this particular form. So I wouldn't use this form. I
So,
wouldn't
can
use
you
that
erase it?
question. Yeah. So you can uncheck it,
Okay.
right? And
Okay.
how many tables, this is one I so it helps you like, oh, I forgot to ask how many tables or chairs, because when you're setting up for a vendor, you need to know
Mm-hmm.
how many tables or chairs they need and things like that. I would definitely add provide a brief description. I would add in here specifically, add like what's your logo in case I wanted to add the logo, upload a JPEG of your logo in here. Uh, what else would I add in here? And then when you click on it and say I like this, I can insert this suggestion.
So now it's part of your form.
Now it's part of my form.
And you still, go through and just like I see that it gives the option, on Google Forms, a lot of us say, hey, like your name and email are always required information, right?
Right.
And then so you would still follow the
The
same
protocol.
procedures. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Like I'm a
And so
theme person,
now,
so I love to change my colors,
yes, I would
right?
change the colors. I would add images, add another image. So
Mm-hmm.
I wanna say, let me see. I want to, what colors do you want?
It's Christmas. Let's do red and green.
Red and green.
I won't be biased and say pink and green for the sake of for the sake of today.
Okay.
Okay. So now you're telling it to create a registration form with the theme colors red and green
Mm-hmm.
for the business vendor fair. Because I'm looking online too at the video and it's small, so I'm reading it out loud for our fellow individuals with our glasses, with our enhancements. And then you also added, I also need a place for them to upload a pic of their logo.
Yes. And what else? Uh, we will have kids, businesses there as well.
Mm,
I need to know if they are a young entrepreneur. My spelling is all the way. Can we get it? Though, so
Oh, so now you want kid vendors there, but you
Mm-hmm.
also want a safe way to flag, well, not flag, but identify
Yes.
those that are under 18 years of age. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty.
And I need all. Did it do erase my thing? Oh my goodness. I deleted. I shifted. Sorry. Uh-oh. And it can include it contents from files too, so I wanted to play with that too.
Oh, okay. Well, as you're retyping that, so again, it's the end of the year, but also the launching pad for a new year. And one of the things I think, again, we've said it before, that AI is in comfort level, also in wisdom and in mindfulness of what your organization needs. Take advantage of tools that enhances your operations, your own efficiency, reduces stress. Sometimes a lot of nonprofit and small organizations are working with what we call working board members. And so board members are also doing administrative staff tasks. This is that leveraging of AI and allowing it to support, the work that you all are doing. And if you have so many Google Forms and, or even repurposing, I know that Google Gemini is a great tool, and as we can see in real time of what you can input in for it to generate the form that you need. So I think we have it.
Let's
Okay.
see what happens. Okay. It gives me the first name, last name, business name. Are you registered as a kidpreneur? Please upload your business logo. And if I needed to do anything else, I can add to the prompt, add, and then I can do it, try again. So, what do you think we're missing right here? I need to know what type of business.
Mm-hmm. The categories.
I can't spell today.
It's like texting, but now because of autocorrect, I don't even know if many of us are like spelling efficiently because we know it's going to get corrected
I
anyways.
mean, seriously, listen. Let me try it
It's all
again.
good.
So then it has me, it
It
puts the selection
does.
in there.
It
And then
does.
then it asks for a survey. And so if I like this version,
Oh,
then
wow.
I say create form.
And now it's creating the folder under your account so that they can
Absolutely.
upload the
Absolutely.
logos and information requested. Wow.
And then if I want to look at suggest questions on what I could possibly act, which payments will you accept at the event? That's a good one. I didn't even think of that one.
That
Uh,
is that is a good one.
what is your preference for booth display size? How
Mm-hmm.
important is electricity access for your display setup? Do you get
Oh, that is.
that is. And so if I like the question, I keep it checked. If I don't, I do. So I want to insert those suggestions and boom.
Mm-hmm.
And then it even suggests more questions.
Wow. You know, again, because when you are in the thick of things, if I can get my words out, and you are planning an event, it's always the like small details. And I'm even talking about like thinking of the nonprofit summit next year and how, that can be enhanced with outreach and just various things. Like And if you're in the weeds of planning, it's the small things like, okay, how they need a do they need an electrical outlet? What if they have lemonade? They're making, cotton candy and
Absolutely.
at this event, right? So just those things that it seems small until it's 5:30 and your event starts at 6
Right.
and recognize that people can't plug up anywhere.
Right.
So,
And this just saved me 30, 40 minutes and it gave me suggestions.
right. We've done 2 forums, had conversation, and it's just 26 minutes into noon. Yeah. Again, we always caution because I think as we are in this catapult, right, of learning AI and embracing it, everything that has this, you know, kind of peak will eventually have its sleep, and so it, and we are always saying, and I think we always want to preference that I don't think AI is going anywhere. I think there will be a shift as it was with Facebook and all of that when it gets too large. What governments will come in and restructure and do, right? And so we understand the other side of that, and we also understand the other side of just the lack. 'Cause sometimes we think lack or deficits are only monetary, but if you don't have the personnel or know what to put on a Google form, this helps.
This helps tremendously, tremendously,
I mean,
tremendously.
it's as simple as that. Now, I do have one question because I'm thinking of this, and I use Chat GPT in the pro version. Is this a paid subscription? Because I know Gemini, they offer you all the time if you have a Google account. Now, are there levels
There
of
are
subscribing
levels.
and accessing? Okay.
There are levels. Me with Gemini Pro right now, I pay like 19.99 a month.
So the same as Chat GPT.
Same as ChatGPT. So it's
Okay.
not expensive. For me, for the pro version, I only have one and it's through my Google Workspace as well. So with that, um I'm able to do all of that, and it helps because I am in the cloud base and I have a lot of files in there. So if you saw, I hadn't even gone into that piece where it'll pull things from different files that you have or past surveys that you have, right? And and combine some of those things too. So I didn't even go into deep detail into that space. And I want to emphasize as well that for me, my experience with even with I've done work with Copilot. I do some things with Copilot. I do some things with ChatGPT, and I do some things with Google Gemini and some video AI. What you'll see at times that one version is better, and then another version gets better, and another
Mhm.
version gets better.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
um, those are the things we have to kind of, be aware of. It's almost like the streaming services where you had Netflix and you had Disney, then you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then certain streaming services had the best movies, and now it's almost feels like you need to get all the streaming services. So I want to whatever is comfortable for you as a user, and it it makes your time, it makes efficiency of your time to be able to use those, decide which tool you want to use the most. Um, I'm leaning more so now with Google Gemini because of I'm in education, I coach. It does a lot of things and it kind of remembers a little bit more. But even with ChatGPT, to me right now, I'm like I still love both. So
Okay.
that's where I am.
Okay.
And but with the Google Forms, that's just one thing that I just do not like, and I just don't enjoy doing a lot. and so and I just don't. And so to be able to minimize my time to say I could just type in what I really need and it'll create it for me in less than a minute, that just saved me a whole lot of time.
I love it. And I'm gonna have to skip on over to play with Google Gemini and see what that's all
Yes.
about outside of the
Yes.
email things. And
Yes.
okay, I am just in a place of I need to work smarter. And I know that individuals and organizations, the individuals that run the organizations, because sometimes we combine them and the organizations are ran by people. So
Hmm.
you, the person that needs the help, needs to have the support. And here's the other thing that I think sometimes we feel like other people are looking over our shoulder to figure out when we're using AI. I was about to say something else. I have to remember to keep it professional. Like for adults, you don't share everything that you do,
Right.
and so do what you need to do for sure that enhances and equips you to move forward. Uh, and yeah, increase your mental space and your time
Yes.
space so that you can better impact and serve those that are on the other side of your mission, because that's what this is all about, increasing your service output so that people's lives can be transformed. So we're hoping that these sessions will continue to grow and will continue to inspire everyone that's watching for sure. Um, so I think that's a great way to just wrap up for today. Do you
Yes.
have any final thoughts or want to share? It's the last month of the year.
No, I
I
really
turned
don't.
40 on
Ah,
Christmas.
on Christmas. That's gonna be a celebrate. A celebrate. That's so good. A celebration. Let's
It
go.
is it's a blessing. Now you have people try to hide
Hmm.
ages and all that stuff. My best friend died when she was 26 of cancer. And so it's a blessing.
It is.
It's
It
a
is.
blessing.
It
Yes.
is.
Mhm.
I'm super excited about celebrating you. I I'm so happy. 40 is a big milestone. So let's go 40. It's yes, let's go. It's gonna be
It
fun.
is. It
It
is.
is.
Thank you.
It is.
Thank you. Thank you so
So
much.
I don't have anything. Just if you want to check out Google Gemini, you want to reach out to us, we'll have our information in the comments section. And just reach out to us if you want us to assist you in any way. Um, I love this. I love giving the opportunity to just share the things that I've learned, that we've learned, and how we could better serve to help you have more time, have more time to do the things that needs to be done instead of spending it on times like creating Google Forms.
Right. Absolutely. And always we'll be more intentional. I'm so glad college girl is home. And so to keep reposting the videos
Yep.
as well to have that in there. So this is going to catch fire and we're going to be ready and have so episodes 1 through 3 are already on YouTube. And so we're just going to keep sharing the information and post them on LinkedIn so they can be in one place. Well, Merry Christmas to everyone and have a safe and wonderful time of gathering and make memories. And we will be back December 31st to share how we need to move forward in 2026 using AI in our nonprofit growth. So we will skip next week, but we'll be back the last week of December. Y'all have a blessed afternoon.
Stay blessed.